It's that special time of the show where we get some real education. Now, we talked the prior day, and we're going to talk again tomorrow and today about That Hideous Strength, which is the third book in C.S. Lewis's space trilogy. Now, the story follows the adventures of Dr. Elwin Ransom, who traveled to Mars in book 1, then he went to Venus in book 2, and then, you know what? Book 3, I'm just going to stay right here on Earth. And the novel was heavily influenced by the writing of Lewis's friend, Charles Williams, and is markedly dystopian in style.
We have extended Dystopia Week from last week to this week to talk about what's happening with this transference of government to the almost without opposition to the liberals in this country, and what a dystopia is. Remember, Mom and Dad, a dystopia is an attempt by human beings to turn heaven to earth and to heaven, to reject transcendence, to reject God, to reject tradition, to reject the slow creep of civilization, and like Marxists and socialists, use the power of the state to all at once and radically, by the stroke of a pen, turn America into the Garden of Eden. It never works. It never will work. Radical progressives over the last 100 years, men of the left, have been warning you about this in great books. C.S. Lewis was not a man of the left, but he also wrote a great dystopian novel called That Hideous Strength. And in his book, he warned you. Here, think about what happened in the recent election. It was all the disenfranchised people, lower class people, disenfranchised people, less educated people who voted for Donald Trump. How could that be? How could they, with their limited educations, have chosen somebody so wicked, while all the cultural elites on the right and the left voted for mainstream Joe Biden? Well, here's C.S. Lewis explaining the phenomenon that way back in 1945. One character says to another, "Why, you fool. It is the educated reader who can be gulled. Don't you know? In journalism, it is the educated reader who will believe anything. Why, you fool. It's the educated reader who can be gulled. All our difficulty comes with the others." When did you ever meet a working man who actually believes the papers? He takes it for granted that they're all propaganda and skips the articles. He buys his paper for the football results and the little paragraphs about girls falling out of windows and corpses found in Mayfair Flats. He is our problem. We have to recondition the skeptical, poor, uneducated man. But the educated public, the people who read the highbrow weeklies, don't need reconditioning. They are all right already. They will believe anything. How's that for a huge punch in the face, truth punch in the face? You liberal college graduates, you're suckers. You'll believe any government lie. It's the working man with his lunch pail and his hard hat. I don't believe a thing you say. We got the powers that be have to break the lower classes, who in this case are wiser and better readers than you are. And that's what just happened in this last election.